Hey, great Saturday to you. Hope your Saturday is off to a great start, that you're getting off to a good start with your weekend, whether you're doing projects around the house or spending time with your family, whatever it is you're doing, it's enjoyable. So, a couple different topics today. The first one I want to talk about is old friends and new friends. So, part of what I've been doing with the time here at the house is connecting with people on Facebook who are friends, people who I've known for years. They've been my friends on Facebook for years. They've been friends I've known throughout my life's journey. And because of the busyness of life, because we're always so occupied from one thing to the next and never really slowing down, I'm using this time to reconnect with those friends. So even this morning, got on a Google Hangout with Rodney and Leanne in South Africa, a great friend of ours that we met when we moved back to Wichita 7 years ago. And so it was fun to spend an hour catching up, hearing what they're doing in South Africa, hearing what their kids are up to now that they're grown and they've become grandparents since we last saw them. So it was a great time to reconnect with old ministry friends from Pennsylvania. I've connected with old business associates and marketing friends from around the world. So it's been fun reconnecting. And at the same time, they're new friends. So because of what I do for a living professionally, I'm connected with many people around the world, some whom I've actually never spoken to. They've sent me a friend request and then they went silent. So I know that they're in some type of related industry, but I have never had the opportunity to talk with them. So what I'm going to be doing over the next few days is reaching out to those people, saying hello, introducing myself, and finding out a little more about what they do and building some new relationships. And that's one of the things that you'll find is some of the greatest treasures you have in life are relationships. So even when I didn't sleep this morning, at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm having a conversation with a friend of mine in California who I haven't spoken to in a number of years, a business associate. So always great to do that. By the way, if you're on my friends list and I haven't reached out to you yet, your day is coming. However, with nearly 4,800 friends, it's going to take me a while to get to some of you. But I look forward to our conversation, finding out what's happening in your part of the world, finding out a little more about you. And my encouragement to you is to reach out to the people on your list. Who are the people you haven't spoken to in a number of years? People that you just want to drop a note and say, hey, how you doing? And what's going on with you? It's a great time to reconnect. It's a great time to solidify those relationships and friendships, and those are things that we all need. Another thing I want to talk about is toxic decisions. So I was speaking with an older woman here about a week ago, and she had been going from store to store to store looking for hand sanitizer and disinfectant and could not find either of those things. And so what she ended up doing was she was washing her hands with Comet bathtub and tile cleaner. That was the only thing she could resort to for sanitizing. And of course, that's toxic stuff. Her skin is already brittle. She already has health issues. And so she's using poison to clean her hands, to clean her living area. Fortunately, I was able to set up an order for her through the online store that we use and was able to get her a quantity of hand sanitizer, get her some non-toxic disinfectant. Because the other thing, I don't want to just order her stuff from Johnson & Johnson and Procter & Gamble that's just as nasty as what she was already using. But this way, she's able to get it to her door. She's not exposing herself. That's the thing that really concerned me. She probably went to 6 or 7 different stores trying to find these things and was around all sorts of people coughing and sniffling and touching stuff, and of course she's in that susceptible age bracket, doesn't need to be around. So what a great joy it was to help her shift her shopping habit and to allow her to get the things she needs that aren't going to damage her body. And this is something we all want to be thinking about. You know, right now Walmart and Target in particular are limiting the number of customers in a store at any given time. And so my heart breaks for someone like her that goes to a store, has to stand in line with people coughing and sneezing and hacking and all sorts of unhealthy things around her, only to get into the store and find that the things she was looking for, things like hand sanitizer and disinfectant and detergent and hand soap, aren't even available. And so it's so much better to be able to help someone like that shift, help them to shop in a new place that provides not only what they need, but a healthier version of what they need. And so that's a shift everybody needs to be making. By the way, if you're having trouble finding hand sanitizer and disinfectant and hand soap, things like that, let me know and I'll put you onto a source. So anyway, that being said, let's keep going here. My book, Troubles of a Righteous Man's first book I ever wrote, is free on Amazon Kindle today and tomorrow. So go download that book. It's troublesbook.com. And I hope you enjoy that. Certainly leave a review after you pick that up. A couple of other things for you to think about again is how can you not just build relationships, but the other thing I want you to really think about is there are people who need your touch today. And so this reaching out isn't just about, hey, I'm bored, nothing else is going on, how you doing? But what you'll find is for a lot of people, what you're doing is you're putting wind in their sails. And so by doing that, you're really giving them the strength, the energy, the things they need to go on. The other part of that, have some fun. Get creative with things. Yesterday, I won a trivia game, yay me, with a friend of mine in San Antonio. She's a comedian. She's had a great run of professional experiences, been a professional poker dealer, decided she was going to try stand-up comedy, does very well with it. So yesterday she did a 20-minute trivia contest, and I won. And so I get the pride of winning. Now, for those of you who don't know me well, I am the king of worthless trivia. I actually have a plastic replica of the Carnival Freedom, where I won an 80s trivia contest 3 years ago on the tip. And so I have gold-plated ship on a stick to prove my trivia knowledge. So anyway, have fun with the things you're doing. Our church is doing a drive-in lip sync battle to where everybody has to stay in their cars and lip sync and get creative with it. So there are lots of ways you can have fun even in this season. And how do you say chickaleelis? That's right. Thanks, Joe. And Belinda, I'll get you that link as well. So just a few thoughts for you today. By the way, if you're an old friend, a face from the past, and we haven't connected up, I haven't said hello, reach out to me. Would love to chat with you for a few minutes and find out what's happening in your world. So those are my thoughts for today. Maybe I'll have some later. Maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. But if I can help you in any way, let me know. If I can encourage you in any way, let me know. If I can be praying for you anyway, let me know. And if you find out more about my source, let me know and I'll get that information to you. Talk later.